They invented writing, the wheel, time itself, and the first legal system. But the strangest things about ancient Sumer are the facts they never taught you in school. For over 3,000 years, this civilization ruled Mesopotamia. But buried beneath the sand are secrets so bizarre, so unexpected, they'll make you question everything you thought you knew about history. From a trickster fox that predates Aesop by 2,000 years, to a birthday cake baked 4,500 years ago, to a bureaucracy so obsessive they recorded every dead sheep. Let's begin. Number 10. The world's oldest trickster story. In 2025, University of Chicago Sumerologist Dr. Jana Matusak published the first complete translation of a 4,400-year-old cuneiform tablet from the city of Nippur. The myth tells of Ishkur, the Sumerian storm god, who gets trapped in the underworld. Without him, rivers dry up, crops fail, the gods panic, but only one being volunteers to save him, a fox. Armed with nothing but cunning, the fox journeys to the underworld, outsmarts death itself, and rescues the god. It's the oldest known narrative featuring a trickster fox, predating Aesop's fables by nearly 2,000 years. In fact, the Sumerian word for fox is the same sign used to write liar, treacherous, and falsehood. Some things never change. A 4,400-year-old fox story, and it's way better than anything Aesop wrote. Number 9. The hidden ocean force that built Sumer. We've always been told the Tigris and Euphrates made civilization possible. But new science reveals a different story. Between 7,000 and 5,000 years ago, the Persian Gulf extended much farther inland. Twice a day, ocean tides pushed freshwater deep into southern Mesopotamia. Early communities used short canals to harness this dependable rhythm. They didn't need massive irrigation systems. The tides did the work for them. Then rivers built land. Tides were cut off. A crisis hit, and the Sumerians responded by building the massive irrigation systems that defined their golden age. As one scientist put it, Sumer was literally and culturally built on the rhythms of water. The cyclical patterns of tides were woven into their myths, innovations, and daily lives. Without the tides, Sumer might never have risen. Number 8. The first recorded birthday in human history. Until recently, historians believed no one celebrated birthdays in the ancient world. Then a Russian scholar cracked the code. In 2024, Professor Vladimir Emelianov of St. Petersburg University discovered the most ancient record of a human birthday, inscribed on a cuneiform tablet dating to 4,500 years ago. The tablet describes the birthday of a Sumerian king's daughter. It lists the sacrifices, sheep, lambs, goats, and the dishes prepared for the celebration. Incredibly, no other birthday record exists from the Middle East or antiquity until the 5th century BCE, over 2,000 years later. The Sumerians invented the birthday party, and they did it with sheep. Number 7. The world's first empire's spreadsheets. In 2025, archaeologists at the ancient Sumerian city of Girsu made a staggering discovery. Over 200 clay tablets and 60 seals from the first known empire in history. According to the British Museum's curator Sébastien Ray, these are the spreadsheets of empire. They note absolutely everything down. If a sheep dies at the very edge of the empire, it will be noted. These tablets, dating to the Akkadian period, 2300–2150 BCE, reveal a bureaucracy so obsessive it recorded barley rations, scholarly texts, and even the death of livestock in real time. The seals show Naram Sin, the Akkadian emperor, wearing a horned crown like a god, visual propaganda of absolute control. The first empire, the first bureaucracy, and the first spreadsheets, all from Sumer. Number 6. The oldest known beer recipe. The Sumerians didn't just invent writing, they used it to write about their favorite drink. A 3,800-year-old poem called the Hymn to Ninkasi, the Sumerian goddess of brewing, describes the exact steps for making beer. Bapir, twice-baked barley bread, water and honey, fermented in a clay vat. Beer was a staple of the Sumerian diet. Workers received daily beer rations, and they drank it through straws to filter out the barley husks, a beer recipe from 3,800 years ago, and people still brew it today. Number 5. The world's oldest customer complaint. In 1750 BCE, a Babylonian merchant named Nani had enough. He inscribed his fury on a clay tablet, and archaeologists dug it up 3,800 years later. The tablet reads, "Why do you keep sending me substandard copper? You have treated me with contempt. I will not accept any copper from you that is not of fine quality." Nani was so angry, he had his scribe write the complaint in triplicate, and probably kept the tablet as evidence. A 3,800-year-old Yelp review, and copper was the product. Number 4. The Sumerian king list's 241,000-year reign. This ancient document is one of the most perplexing artifacts ever discovered, because it lists kings who ruled for tens of thousands of years. According to the list, the first king, Alulim of Eridu, reigned for 28,800 years. The second, Al-Aljar, ruled for 36,000 years. 8 kings ruled before the Great Flood, totaling 240,200 years of rule. Then comes the flood. Afterward, kingship descended from heaven again, but reigns suddenly became realistic. 20 years, 30 years, 120 years. What's going on? Some say the numbers represent cosmic cycles. The numbers create perfect astronomical alignments. Others argue they're expressions of divine importance. Whether fact or fiction, the king list shows how Sumerians saw their past. A divine drama of heroes and gods. Number 3. The first known depiction of war in human history. The stele of the vultures, dating to 2450 BCE, shows the earliest known image of organized warfare, from search earliest war depiction. The stele commemorates a victory by Eannatum, king of Lagash, over the neighboring city-state of Umma. It shows soldiers marching in formation, wearing bronze helmets, carrying spears. But the most haunting image? Vultures carrying away the severed heads of the defeated. The stele gets its name from these vultures, the first war photographers in history. Text: the first recorded peace treaty, the first war, the first peace treaty, all recorded in stone. Number 2. The first known female ruler in history was a bartender. Cleopatra, Nefertiti, Hatshepsut, famous queens. But the first woman to rule a civilization, she started in a tavern. The Sumerian king list names a woman named Kug-Bau as the sole female monarch. Her job before taking the throne: tavern keeper. Around 2500 BCE, she rose from running a bar to ruling the city-state of Kish, one of Sumer's most powerful cities. The king list credits her with making firm the foundations of Kish and founding a dynasty that lasted 100 years. Her descendants ruled for generations, and she became a goddess to later Mesopotamian cultures. A bartender who became a queen, then a goddess. That's a career arc. Number 1. A 5,500-year-old Sumerian star map that predicted an asteroid impact. For over 150 years, scientists have tried to solve the mystery of a controversial clay tablet. The tablet is an astrolabe, the earliest known astronomical instrument, dating to 3300 BCE. It contains a segmented, disc-shaped star chart with marked units of angle measure. Some researchers believe the tablet records the observation of the Kofels impact event, a massive asteroid or comet that struck the Earth. The Sumerians watched it happen 5,500 years ago. If true, it means Sumerian astronomers were tracking celestial objects with mathematical precision millennia before the Greeks. They may have been the first asteroid hunters. A 5,500-year-old star map, the first asteroid hunters, and they left us a record in clay. These aren't just historical curiosities. They're windows into a civilization that was thinking about the cosmos, writing poetry, brewing beer, and building an empire while most of the world was still figuring out farming. Which of these 10 facts blew your mind the most? Was it the 4,400-year-old fox Trickster, the bartender queen, or the star map that might have recorded an asteroid impact? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more mind-blowing stories about the ancient world, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next video. From a trickster fox that predates Aesop by 2,000 years, to a birthday cake baked 4,500 years ago, to a bureaucracy so obsessive they recorded every dead sheep. Let's begin.